Hello everyone, welcome back to Potted Plant Entertainment. My name is Chris, and in case you don't know, I review movies and I rank them on a scale of 0 to 100 in increments of 5. Today, we're going to be talking about another one of my all-time favorite movies, The Transporter. And yes, this is one of my all-time favorites, so back off. I know what you're going to say. It's a guilty pleasure movie for sure. The Transporter was released in 2002. And it stars Jason Statham, Shu Qi, Matt Scholes, Francois Berland, and Rick Young. It was directed by Louis Leterrier and Corey Yoon, and is produced by Luc Besson and Stephen Chasman. And in this movie, this was the movie that made Jason Statham famous. Before this, he was in like some music videos, had like really small roles in a couple other films, I believe. And he was an Olympic diver in the 90s as well. But this was the movie that made him an action star, or that made him a movie star at all. So in this one, he plays a transporter, which is he delivers packages for people without looking in them, without asking questions. He just delivers them, or he picks up people. Like at the beginning of the movie, he picks up some people who just robbed like a bank or something. And that's what he does to earn money. After he retired from the military. And of course this is illegal, but he's so slick and smart that he's able to avoid law enforcement. One of the great things about this character that he plays, Frank Martin, he's such a likable hero because like at the beginning of the movie when like four of these bank robbers get into his car and they're like, let's go, and he's like, no, you said three men, 254 kilos. That was the deal. And so he forces one of them, shoots one of them to get him out of the car so that he would just drive. He has interchangeable license plates. He makes his car switch the license plates out when he's done so that he could just drive home without getting chased. And he's a very, very interesting character, but he's really, really likable. I really, really love this character. The action in it is amazing. It's filmed at wide angles, so you can see everything. The camera is held still. I mean, the stunt team for this movie really cannot be commended enough. They did a fantastic job. Throughout this whole movie, it's Jason Statham kicking people's butts. He's a superhero, man. I always love the scene where he spills the oil all over the floor. And all the guys start slipping on him, but not Jason Statham, because he takes bike pedals and he puts them on his shoes and he starts kicking the crap out of them. It's so great. Or when he's fighting the bad guy then in the moving truck and they're both trying to drive it, but they're fighting each other at the same time. Even that isn't filmed with shaky cam. You can see that very clearly. Oh man, this fight scenes are just so amazing. The car chases are amazing. The action in this movie is just beautiful. It's got a great cast. I thought that Jason Statham and Shu Qi, I thought they had really good chemistry together. I think I'm mispronouncing his name, but Francois Berland. I really liked him as the police officer. It's a thrill a minute fun ride, man. This movie is just non-stop, man. It's awesome. This movie is, so this movie, surprisingly, it has some emotion in it, which when I first watched this caught me off guard. Yeah, there's a little bit of emotion in this movie, and I gotta commend him for that. It's funny as well. Because like I said, Jason Statham and Shu Qi, they had good chemistry together and they made for some good comedy. So did the police officer. He added some comedy to this as well. It's very suspenseful. This movie is an action movie lover's dream. And from the first time I saw this film, I fell in love. It's fantastic. It's not a perfect movie though. I'm going to get into my cons with it. So one of the things that's always bugged me about this movie is that the bad guys only have guns when it's convenient for the plot. Otherwise, they just grab a bar or something and try to fight Jason Statham. They only have guns when it's convenient for the plot, which is kind of annoying. Some of the music in it is kind of stupid. Like when he's fighting the bad guys in that mansion, the music they were playing during that scene was really pretty dumb. But I guess it worked because it added like a little bit of a comedic effect to the scene, which I think is what they were going for. But I don't know. There's also a few moments in this movie that are like extremely unrealistic. Like he drives his car toward go off a bridge, but for whatever reason it just jumps over the safety rails. It doesn't hit anything, it just jumps on its own. There's another scene when a guy he falls off a truck or a car, and he's holding on to the door because the door fell off, and he's sliding across the road on this door. And like when you're driving on the road, those safety rails, those metal safety rails, that when you hit them, it's supposed to bounce off of them so that it'll wake you up in case you fall asleep. That's actually the purpose for that, in case you didn't know that. Well, he goes underneath one of those. And you've seen those, so you know how low to the ground those are. You can't go underneath those. So there's a few moments like that in the movie. But I gotta tell you, I really love this movie. I really, really do. Some people don't like it. Some people are like, dude, this is just the stupidest thing. But I'm telling you, it's an action movie lover's dream. I love this movie. And I'm so glad it exists, because we would not have Jason Statham if it weren't for this movie. So God bless him, man, because Jason Statham is one of my favorite actors out there. I know he's not a character actor, but he's so much fun to watch. Even in bad movies he's in, he's so much fun to watch. I love Jason Statham. So with all that being said, I'm going to give The Transporter a 90. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Potted Planet Entertainment for more. Hit the like button. Leave movie suggestions down in the comments down below. Follow me on Instagram at Potted Planet Entertainment for channel updates, and much love.